we're buzzing from somebody's bad decision. Call everyone you know, we found the evidence. Just don't let them see you when you jump across the fence. Somebody stole a beer truck, it don't matter who it was. Grab a can and drink it up, best keep your mouth shut. Man, we're good to go, yeah, we hit the mother load. There's more than enough for all of us. Somebody stole a beer truck. You can holler at the moon, go splashing in the creek. You can get as rowdy as you damn near wanna be.
Oh my God!
We don't build a bonfire, we don't need that attention. Ain't nobody driving home, not in our condition. Somebody stole a beer truck, it don't matter who it was. Grab a can and drink it up, best keep your mouth shut. Man, we're good to go, yeah, we hit the mother load. There's more than enough for all of us. Somebody stole a beer truck. We parked it over here, we parked it over there. We parked it in the barn, yeah, we parked it everywhere. The party went on all night long, till all the beer was gone. Somebody stole a beer truck, it don't matter who it was. Grab a can and drink it up, let's keep your mouth shut. Man, we're good to go, yeah, we hit the mother load. There's more than enough for all of us. Somebody stole a beer truck. Somebody stole a beer truck. I'll back it on up. Somebody stole a beer truck.
Welcome, Holonauts. It is Tuesday, the 26th of October, and I've done Amateur Hour again. I can't believe I do that every single time. I can't wait to get my stream deck working. You'll all be laughing now. Hello, Holonauts of the future. It is, I don't even know what time it is here. It's 5:56 p.m. This will be going live, debut as a premiere at 8 p.m. for you lot to watch. I will be busy at work, but just wanted to bring a daily update onto Holo, Bitcoin, and anything else that I may get myself into. It's weird that I don't have an audience to chat to right now. So you might find that this is cut quite short because we won't be stopping to having a chat. But just as we started this pre-recorded message, HOT has had a huge boost up to the upside, which is really, really nice to see. Hopefully we can actually start pushing again and get back to that 1 cent and make it a level of support. That is the actual plan right now, to try and get there. So HOT today up 3%, so we've had a really, really good day. Despite Bitcoin being down 1.75%, to be precise, it is now just short of the 62,000. Well, it's just gone over now. It was 61,999, now at 62,000, having a correction as exactly as predicted, now ranging within these lines that we created, I believe, yesterday, off the top of my head. There is a huge level of support here, which it probably is going to retrace down to these levels before thinking about taking off. It is clear that there is some kind of alt movement going on. Iron again up 15%, ADA up 0.47%, XRP up 0.58%, Luna up 7.5%, and Arweave up 0.34%. There also is a lot of red days. So invested in HOT today, you've done really well. I think Shiba has done a good day as well, from what I've been seeing in the chats today. Yep, Shiba continues to rise. A lot of people talking about Shiba again, Doge, SafeMoon, all that sort of thing. People are looking at maybe investing in those meme coins again. We don't know what coin is going to take off first, whether it be meme coins, whether it be NFTs, or just the top altcoins, i.e. Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, Solana, etc., etc. Possibly throw a bit of Doge in there. So who knows? Who knows what happens? But those of you that have a portfolio spread, this is where you find yourselves a lot happier. The fact that you are making money in certain areas where you're losing a little bit of money in other areas. That is how you run a healthy portfolio. Some days you do feel like, well, I've had a really good run with HOT, but then I've been taken down by Solana, so my profits aren't really there. But then you do get HOT going up, Solana going down, then Solana creeps up whilst HOT stabilizes at a certain point. I've just used those two altcoins as an example. So looking at HOT today, absolutely tremendous day. Shame we didn't blast through the iron wall, which is a cent. I'm looking forward to seeing that 1 cent as support again, because we've been here that many times. A lot of people are getting very, very frustrated with HOT, the facts that we do come up, test this 1 cent, and then just come straight back down again. But look at what happened previously, and the facts that when we do go and test that 1 cent support, we go up like a tennis ball, and that is not what we're supposed to be doing. Again, up like a tennis ball and come back. This time, we've had this gradual rise to the upside, followed by a tennis ball and come back down. All right, we're probably going to see the same thing with this, because the relative strength index is high, so it's running out of steam, unfortunately. But it's okay. Okay, it is trying to test higher areas before it comes back down, and then has this steady rise up to the upside. It looks nice. It looks very, very good indeed. Okay, still nothing in the news to do with beta. So we are just literally following the crypto coin market. Until we get some news about beta, or beta just gets released overnight, then we are going to be sat in this fight against profit making, profit taking. It's just the way that it is with HOT. The great thing about investing in HOT now is that you are so super early. You are ridiculously early into the HOT game. When beta does arrive and we absolutely fly to the upside, there'll be people coming into the live chat saying, I wish I knew about HOT earlier. And that is what the HoloTube is all about. I had some information sent to me yesterday saying that I should do more promoting for the HoloTube. And they're probably right, to be fair. We should be doing more promoting for the HoloTube. Okay, just an update in relation to the legendary Bruce CU when he was talking about his trades on the 1595 club. The update that he gave us is that he put $450 into his trading account, and that he made that to 3,000. And then he sent me another message yesterday at 5 minutes to midnight saying, reference that message I sent out the other night about my 400 becoming 3,000. Since then, I've made that 3,000 become 9,000. Unreal, the information, tech analysis, feel like I'll become old with the HoloTube, forever grateful. So it shows that the work that everybody is doing in the HoloTube and also on the 1595 Traders Club, that people are making real serious money off the back of everything that we do. Look, that is one lucky mofo right there. Bruce CU getting gains of that high. I haven't even got gains that high yet, and Bruce CU is doing well. The information that we are providing on particular tokens that are taking off and legendary trades that happen on the 1595 club, he has just got extremely lucky. So congratulations to Bruce CU, and it is great news to see that people are making money in the crypto space. So with no bullying from El Toro,
why you bully me?
And no information from Andy about being in a bath whilst watching the HoloTube, I guess I'm going to have to break straight into the news. So let's move into the news. I hope this works because I'm really excited. Yeah, boy. So we are in the news today, looking at the coin market cap, which is at 2.61 trillion. The downward motion seems to be decreasing, with a decrease over the last 24 hours of 0.57%. It's looking down at Holo. We need to go down a little bit, a little way. There we are, to see that HOT is currently ranked 73rd in the crypto space, up over 24 hours of 2.07%, and the last 7 days up 7.39. There are some very, very big winners. Engine Coin up 27% for the last 7 days. Curve Dio token up 77.93%, which is astounding. And ThorChain or Rune up 69.33% for the last 7 days. So when you are diversifying your portfolio, you can see that there are some incredible gains to be had over the last week. Solana up 31%, Shiba up 68%. What's going on with Shiba? And Luna up 28%. So we have, in the last 7 days, made money, which is great. It is always good to earn a bit of money throughout the week, whichever crypto you are invested in. Don't have all your eggs in one basket, example. So in terms of the first news, we look at FX Street. We like FX Street, and they're saying that Bitcoin looks weak, suggesting potential correction to 56,000. A brief technical and on-chain analysis on Bitcoin price. Here's FX Street's analysts evaluate BTC behavior on top of crucial support. Let's have a look and see what they say.
Welcome to FX Street. If you like what we're talking about, if you like our videos, please join us on YouTube by hitting the subscribe button. Specifically, if you like what Akash and I are talking about, you can follow Akash at Mangyeko on Twitter and myself at Just Analysis One. Taking a look at Bitcoin, not Litecoin, but Bitcoin, had a pretty nice run up over the weekend. Of course, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that we hit new all-time highs, pulled back a little bit, and to that 60K level, bounced right back up. And now the question is, are we going to pull back even lower? When I'm looking at the daily Ichimoku chart, I see, we've dropped down below the Tenkan Sen and struggled to get back above it. Closed right on top of it yesterday, but otherwise it looks a little iffy in the short term here. This is actually a pretty good zone for it to find resistance and face a little bit of a pullback. Last week we discussed, a likely return to I discussed like a return to 54 to 55K to test the Kijin Sen as support. On the point and figure chart as well, there's an regular head and shoulders pattern that is developed, and that could trigger some selling pressure here. But on the whole, things remain very, very bullish still. I'm likely to look at it pushing new all-time highs again if it returns to 67K, not just because that's the all-time highs, but because on the technicals, on the $1,000 3-box reversal chart, that would be the breakout level here to continue on to new all-time highs yet again. To me, it looks a little weak here, like it might dip down a little bit to that 55 to 54K value area. But ultimately, if we get a close above the daily Tenkan Sen at 64K, probably going to just see it continue to move higher. Nothing here on the daily RSI composite index or the optics bands signal any major near-term weakness to me. Looks like it could continue on and keep moving. I don't know what you see, Akash.
Yeah, pretty much the same as you. Not a lot has changed since we last discussed Bitcoin. Right, so right now I have drawn this daily demand zone here ranging from 64,323 to 66,058. For me, I'm still looking at the dip into this demand zone here, which ranges from roughly 54,000 to 57,800-ish. But the only thing holding back Bitcoin from going lower is the 60K psychological level, which seems to have been like holding up the price pretty good, right? So if we do close above this purple line here at 65,191, there are chances that Bitcoin continues its ascent and continues to go higher. But if 60K, if that doesn't happen and 60K breaks down, then I'm really expecting the dip into this demand zone here. Right. As for the upside targets, as you can see here, the first target is around 77,525. That's what I'm looking at. But you should also pay attention to psychological levels of the round figures at 70K, which is honestly not quite far away, but something to still look out for. So that's my take. And from an on-chain perspective, like honestly, right now, Bitcoin is still in this zone here, which is from 60,000 to 63,000. So if we do breach below this, we're going to head to an average price of 55,324. So any dip below 55,000 would make a lot of people, a lot of users about Bitcoin in this area underwater. So which kind of coincides with the level that we were looking at here. So it falls, it extends from 53 to 57. So 55 comes in between this. So yeah, that's about it. Nothing really interesting so far. It's just a waiting game.
It is. Well, thank you. Again, thank you everyone for watching. If you like what we're talking about, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Interesting. So, do they actually talk about it in text at the bottom? Let's stop that bad boy music now. So no, we've just got the video there which shows the possible whereabouts as to where Bitcoin is going, which is very, very interesting. But could it mean that we do get alt season and all the profits from Bitcoin do start going into all of the alts? Let's hope so. Okay, so on terms of a negative look with Bitcoin, there is also a positive look as well, which is about the upgrade, which is called Taproot. The last time Bitcoin network locked in major upgrade in July 17, the Bitcoin cryptocurrency price jumped almost 50% through August when the changes went live. Now, as the original blockchain network prepares for its big next upgrade in November, known as Taproot, few investors are expecting a price reaction anywhere near that scale. Bitcoin price has already doubled this year and hit new all-time high of near 67,000 last week. While further gains are possible, Taproot alone likely won't be the catalyst. The Taproot upgrade will have minimal impact on Bitcoin's price, said Edward Moyer, senior market analyst for online foreign exchange broker Awanda. Set to go into effect on November 16th, the Taproot upgrade is designed to increase the privacy protections on some transactions over the network through an innovation known as Schnorr signatures. The upgrade will also allow more lightweight smart contracts, essentially programs stored on a blockchain that run when certain conditions are met. Smart contracts have been a key feature for the rival Ethereum network, growing faster in decentralized finance applications that aim to automate many functions of banks and trading firms. This is a revolutionary moment for Bitcoin, says Don Guo, CEO of Roctagon FinTech Group. Yet, the episode is serving to highlight a key difference in Bitcoin's approach to network improvement versus competing blockchains, where upgrades and tweaks are far more common. Ethereum, the number 2 blockchain, just off the heels of its London hard fork in August, and now pushing forward with its Ethereum 2.0 overhaul expected next year. They're always wanting Ethereum 2.0. It just never happened, so don't hold your breath for it. They have seen the price of Ether, its native cryptocurrency, quintuple this year. Is Taproot good for Bitcoin? Backers of Bitcoin say the slow growing approach simply shows how methodical and cautious its developers are, wary of doing anything that might hurt a revolutionary blockchain network that has defied most expectations since its introduction 12 years ago. But some investors have grown more skeptical of the Bitcoin network's ability to adapt and expand, worried that its first mover advantage might be eroding. Given the rapid pace of development in blockchain's history, 4 years without a major upgrade can seem like eons. Some may argue that Bitcoin's lack of upgrades shows its technical superiority over Ethereum, says Denis Vinokurov, head of research of Singeria Capital. He said the taproot implication is likely to have limited impact on the cryptocurrency's price because the upgrade has been widely expected for years. The risk is the market will see it is as being something that is already available elsewhere. Where did my voice go then? Seriously. Adam Bach, CEO of Blockstream, a lead Bitcoin developer, told CoinDesk in an interview that despite the infrequency of upgrades, Holo's developers are constantly working on the network to improve in the background. So there is a lot of information there in relation to this upgrade, which is called Taproot. Have a look at it. Could it be something that will lead Bitcoin into the next ether of the next chapter, which is hopefully to 100K? 100K would be awesome to see. The thing is with Bitcoin, in my opinion, is Bitcoin has no top. It is unlimited in the top, just like fiat has no bottom. Okay, they just print money left, right, and center and think it's okay. Countries are going into debt. It's fine. Let's print more money. And the thing is with Bitcoin is there is no top. It just keeps going up and up and up, exceeding all expectations. Bitcoin being the #1 cryptocurrency of the world and expected to outrun gold eventually. Okay, I think we will see Bitcoin rise forever. For as long as we live, the price of Bitcoin will just keep increasing higher and higher and higher. I believe it is designed to do that. Okay, we do have a DevPulse update posted yesterday. We missed it, but let's go through it. So gosh, now that the dev team has moved to weekly releases, there's a lot to catch up on when I skip a week. The most recent HoloChain release have a number of bug fixes that improve performance and reliability, along with a new feature, post-commit, and a few breaking changes. So, HoloChain 0.0.109 gossip improvements. The release from 3 weeks ago brought some important bug fixes in the network layer, improving performance and reliability. The conductor no longer tries to join networks that are already in the process of being joined. The Genesis processor no longer tries to self-validate ARPs that are produced for the first 3 source chain entries, which may require a network which isn't available yet. Instead, a Genesis self-check callback can run against these ops as a reduced network disabled pre-validation. Multi-peer gossip messages, published and retrieval of DHT data, no longer wait until timeout when enough responses have been received. Terminate a gossip round initiation if no responses are received. And don't gossip with stale peers. This fixes a bug with long-lived DHTs in which newcomers could see old data. The bug had previously been blocking a number of initiatives, including the HoloChain launcher and DevCamp. There have been some other speed improvements and fixes. The conductor can now run 50 validations concurrently. This helps speed things up when some validations are slowed down waiting to retrieve DHT data. So there is a lot of updates in relation to the DevCamp, which is available for you to see. There's more gossip improvements and post-commit hook and DNA information. All of this, I do not understand, okay? I'm open to say that I don't understand this kind of development update, what it does. Is it going to help Holo in the future? Yes, because we're getting ever closer to the beta. So, Rust-based HoloChain testing. So there's an update on the Sweet Test. Sweet Test is a Rust-based testing framework for HoloChain apps. It has tools for creating conductors, loading apps onto them, and networking those conductors together. The HoloChain devs team created it for testing HoloChain's various subsystems in different scenarios. And because it's written in Rust, they can test everything from within one language ecosystem with simpler tools for automation and continuous integration. Besides the convenience of putting tests in line with code, they can reuse all of HoloChain's public-facing types like HDK and conductor API input-output structs. There's no need to recreate a bunch of type definitions in TypeScript or depend on JavaScript client bindings. Interesting. Right now, the HoloChain team's big focus is on testing sharding and scaling. They need rigorous sharding tests that ensure everything is successfully getting validated by the right DHT peers, no signals or messages getting lost, and there are no bottlenecks. On top of sharding, they're also testing how HoloChain performs in large networks with lots of traffic, with an eye to analyze what disruptions is encountering when it does struggle. This will become very important in the near future because we're just about to open up public access to hosted apps like Elemental Chat. It is coming soon. If we can gather good data that pinpoints the source of problems, that helps us find solutions quickly. From what I understand, they use Sweet Test to run both small-scale unit tests and large-scale integration tests. Because HoloChain is a framework for peer-to-peer computing, it becomes important to test the same chunk of code in multiple contexts, such as on different machines as they interact with each other. Although its primary usage now is for testing HoloChain, Sweet Test can also be used as an alternative to Triorama for testing HAPs. That's because the HoloChain conductor is basically a runtime for HAPs. Much of the functionality can't be tested without an actual HAP to plug into it. In fact, a lot of our Sweet Tests are built around HAP functionality. So, just what is Triorama? Triorama, the Node.js-based Holocene scenario testing suite, is still our official way of creating scenario tests for developers to test their apps. But if you want to try something different and don't mind a bit of do-it-yourself, Sweet Test might be worth a try. All of our examples are specific to testing HoloChain, of course, and some of them zones generated on the fly rather than compiled in a DNA. But they do show how to construct multi-conductor scenarios and test time to consistency and even test a HAP. Hopefully they'll give you a decent idea of how to create your own scenario tests. They've also got HoloChain in action, mapping important modules. There is a video there for you to watch if you've got time to look at it, which is on the Dev Pulse 106. So have a look, team. I'm running out of time. So, going back to our main screen, just having a look what happened to that hot pump. We are now consolidating back in this area of 0.009838. It'll be interesting to see what happens at 8 p.m. with you lot of the future. And hopefully I can dip into the live chat if I am not too busy. But let's see, relative strength index on the 15-minute is, it's all right. We've still got movement to go up. The 1 hour looks pretty freaking awesome. We've got room to retrace down and work our way back up. We're in a good position. If you ask me, we are in a very, very good position. So the reason why we moved up here is there was a W pattern that formed, breakout, and then come down. Could we be forming a second W pattern which will get us back on top of that 1 cent? That is the ideal scenario. But if Bitcoin decides to take a bit of a nosedive, then we are going to see HOT come back and retest this 9534, sadly, and then consolidate on this line again. If we look at the VPVI, you will find that this zone here, the 9568, is a huge level of support. It's massive. So we're kind of like in no man's zone at the minute. There is support as we go along. There's certainly one here which we're kind of sat on right now. But if we do lose our trend support line, then we will break down to this 9568, and that is where we potentially will find ourselves consolidating for the next few days at least. So, team, that is your Tuesday update. Great to see you all, and looking forward to hearing your response to a pre-recorded video. Personally, I don't like them, but sometimes we're going to have to do these because I want to bring you the news and see what's going on. Ethereum consolidating, XRP slightly up, to be fair, had a rise up to $1.13, which is nice. Solana consolidating again. So there's a lot of consolidation going on. Luna just had a breakout. Here is our target, team, which was $47. We are currently at $46.13, which is nice to see that our inverse head and shoulder pattern actually played out and came and touched our support line almost perfectly. So those of you that took the punt for Luna yesterday, listen to the HoloTube, then you would have been in some good profits. 25th of October at 8 p.m. There we go. So we're in this area, and that was our prediction. Let's have a look, see how you would have made a nice 8.84% return. So a great finish to the HoloTube video on Tuesday, the 26th of October. Nice. Right, team, you're awesome. I'm going to disappear, get myself to work. You're great. Speak to you later. So much love for all of you, and looking forward to seeing you all taking the mic out of me because it's a pre-recorded message and I can't talk back.
Why you bully me?
So, team, speak to you later, and speak to you soon. Peace.
Show me a lesson and I've learned it. Show me a bridge, I probably burned it. Show me $1, yeah, I've earned it. Though I can't tell you where it went. Show me time I used to waste it. Show me whiskey, I still taste it. Show me hell, and hell, I've raised it. That's just who I've always been. But if I could go back somehow and get one more time around, give me one more time around the sun, I'd take it, I'd run around this blue rock and give it all